Hello, my name is Adan. I'm a fifth year landscape architecture major here at Cal Poly, and I'm going to talk to you about my senior project. So let's get into it. Firstly, I'm going to talk about place. Where is my project? My project is an abandoned mercury mine located about 30 minutes from San Luis Obispo in a small town called Santa Margarita, California. This abandoned mine operated in the late 1800s and early 1900s and is now closed off. The EPA closed it off in 2003. They did a cleanup effort there, but now this site is frequented by tourists, explorers, artists, people who come there to experience the freedom, the enticing natural beauty, beautiful views, and all the historical relics of the mining history of the site. So, what is the problem? Some people may be asking, why does this site need to be redesigned? The big problem is that it's not safe and it's not designed. All the trail systems are informal and require you to scramble, and there's potential for rock slides. There's giant craters and drop-offs into the tunnels of the mines. There's areas where the mines could collapse or could have toxic chemicals in it. There's plenty of dangers, and to tackle these dangers, people have gone in with their own strategies, installing ladders, making little bridges, making ropes to allow people to get through the site. But this is very informal landscape architecture, and I think it's time that someone actually puts their design skills to the test by taking on this challenging site, and that's what I intend to do with my senior project. Everything up until this point in the process was about site inventory and site analysis, collecting as much information, processing that information to give us good insight on how to design. Dozens of site visits and hundreds of pages of information later, I have an understanding of the ins and outs of the site and am ready to begin creatively designing. When I originally started doing the project, I was very focused on just creating a user experience within the mines for people who really like to explore, like me. But after talking to experts and professors and landscape architects in the field, I realized I need to take a step back and also design for other potential user groups. Not everyone wants to go inside a very tight tunnel into the ground. Because of this, I thought it would be interesting to challenge myself creatively by doing 3 distinct schemes, each one being from the perspective of a different user group. The first scheme I explored is the artist approach. This seeks to reimagine the whole site as this living canvas that evolves over time. So I included art areas throughout the site, vertical planes for people to paint on, spread the machinery into different nodes of the site so that there's little relics of history and canvases for people to paint and express themselves as they move through the site. Next is the tourist approach. This scheme focused on recognizing different important nodes and viewpoints throughout the site and then creating the most efficient and accessible pathways to those spots. This site is all about bringing people to the nice and beautiful spots on the site and making it as safe and accessible as possible. It's a very pragmatic approach. Last but not least is the explorer approach, in which I try to be very adventurous. In this scheme, you would actually be able to enter some levels of the mines. There would also be various rock climbing opportunities, mountain biking, horseback riding, and then lots of informal trails to explore off of every single node. So I hope to continue this project strong into the next year, and I look forward to any questions or comments that you have, and thank you for your time and attention.